In terms of problem solving, we've covered quite a few strategies right now. We've covered making an organized list, draw a picture, and write a number sentence, and it looks like that's not getting captured in your video for some reason, but it says draw a picture and write a number sentence. Went back and just did draw a picture, and now we're going to talk about reasonableness today. When you talk about reasonableness, that means, is your answer reasonable? Does it make sense? Does it fit with the problem? What's being asked? Is the number too big, too small? Does the number not make any sense? Let's solve this problem and talk about reasonableness. Al had the 53 marbles. He gave 18 to his brother. How many marbles does Al have left? Looks like I made a mistake typing this problem from the book. It should just say Al had 53 marbles. He gave 18 marbles to his brother. How many marbles does Al have left? And then after you solve, to check reasonable, down here it says check reasonable under our problem solving steps. It says, is the answer reasonable? Did I answer the right question? Sometimes your answer might seem reasonable, but you answered the wrong question, so you don't have the right answer. Let's work on this problem here. Al had 53 marbles, so it tells us how many he had, and it asks us how many he has left. We will check the problem. Find. What do we have to find here? Well, we have to find how many marbles does Al have left. Great. What do we already know? We know he has 53, and he gave 18 to his brother. When I see the word gave, what operation does that make you think of? Strategies. Well, we're going to check reasonableness at the end, but for this one, I'm thinking a picture. I'm going to put this bar over top. This is how many marbles he has, so this would be 53. Al has 53 marbles. Now, he gives 18 to his brother, so of those 53, 18, that's a little messy, but should be 18. There we go. 18 are given to his brother. And the rest, I don't know. This is how many he has left. 53, here's your 18, and here's how many he has left. Next step, show. So I'm sitting here thinking, what do I have to do? He gave. Well, gave, if you thought about this earlier, gave means subtraction. 53 minus 18. There's another hint in here as to that it's subtraction, and that's in the question. In the question it says, how many marbles does Al have left? This word left here, and I say how many marbles does someone have left? It means subtraction. You know, if I had $10 and I spent 2, I have $8 left. 10 minus 2 is 8. 53 minus 18. So here's my number sentence. 3 minus 8, well, I'm going to have to regroup here and take a 10 away from the 5, so I only have 4 10s. But when I turn that 10 into 1s, I now have 13 instead of 3. 13 has enough to take away 8. So when I take away 8, okay, that should be 5. And then 4 minus 1 is 3. So my difference is 35. My solution is going to be 35 here. And then I need to figure out what my answer is. Well, how many marbles does Al have left? So I'm going to type this. Al has 35 marbles left. Here's my answer. And finally we get down to where we're going to look at reasonableness. Check. Is this answer reasonable? 2 ways to check this. One way is to add 35 plus 18, and you should get 53. Again, look at our picture. Remember we did these for addition. 35 would go here, 18 here, total should be 53. The way is to estimate. So for that we take the 53, and we would round that to the nearest 10. The 5 in the tens says I would round down to 50 or up to 60. The 3 next to the tens in the ones column says to round down because it's 0 to 4. So I pick 50, the lower choice, not 60. 18. The 1 in the tens says if I rounded down it would be 10, and if I rounded up it would be 20. I look next to the tens in the ones column, I see an 8. 8's 5 to 9, so let's round up. 20. And I subtract. 50 minus 20. Well, 0, and 5 minus 2 is 3. So my estimate is 30. 35 is pretty close to 30, and that's reasonable. If you still weren't sure on this or weren't convinced and thought maybe you made a mistake, well, that's where you would just do 35 plus 18 equals 5 plus 8, that's 13. Regroup, 1 plus 3 is 4, plus 1 is 5, and your answer is 53. And this matches up here and right here what we started with, and the problem. So our answer is reasonable. We go back, double check, did I answer the right question? How many marbles does Al have left? Yeah, he has 35. Al has 35 marbles left. We answered the right question. In a situation like this, normally you set up your notebook with the line on the side. So for this one, since I don't have that set up, I'm going to just circle my answer so everyone knows here's my final answer with all my work around it. Your assignment is on page 78 of your book. I want you to work on problem number 1. Yep, that's it. Problem number 1 on page 78. We'll go over that one in class. This video is being recorded on Friday. You should be watching it in class on Monday, and then you'll complete problem number 1. Once most people have completed problem 1, I'll assign a few more, and we'll go over them. So go ahead and get out a piece of paper and get to work on page 78, problem number 1.